and I basically made one that said, if you compare SimCity 2013 to SimCity 4, you're gonna have a bad time. I know it's kind of cheap, but you know it kind of works. It is a reboot of the series, right? If you're treating it as a sequel or a successor, you're gonna be disappointed with the game. So what are people protesting? Sometimes you can see what these people want. Oh, it just says protesting? Sometimes they say like they're protesting high rent or high crime or something. And I like these Secret Service people here. They're like, their job is just to stand here to protect the building. Uh-oh, my debt is going up a lot. I'm making almost an $8,000 deficit now. This is now something that I need to worry about. So, what's going on here? I'm gonna just pause the game. You created a new Reddit, like for what? Games other than SimCity 4? Like all other SimCity games? I'll definitely subscribe to that if one exists. So what's making people move out? I have abandoned buildings. Where are they? Both at the edge here. When you get to this point in a city, it just becomes just a cluster. Like you don't even know what's going on. But what I think is happening is some of the buildings are redeveloping. I'm just gonna check where I put those amphitheaters. As you can see, there's some construction here, and so the people who used to live here and pay taxes, they're no longer there. So that tax base is gone for the time being until these are fully built and occupied. So basically, the income, I think, is the income gap is from this. Over here, there doesn't seem to be too much problems. Ooh, look at this. Why can't this be straight? I hate how there's no terraforming in this game or leveling terrain or anything, because it just looks like you get problems like this, and this is a pretty mild example too. And don't get mad about me criticizing the game. I'm being constructive, and you know, I'm doing it out of love, not hate. So I could probably take out a bond or something until that happens. What's this guy want? This icon was flashing, but I don't know why it was. So I think that's the problem, so I guess I'll just keep it going for a bit and see. Because I really don't want to increase taxes. I guess I could tax the rich a little bit more, just to stabilize my budget. But my population has dropped. Like I needed 292,000 to upgrade my city hall, and now it's dropped to, what was it, 290? Now it's 296. And my income's still pretty bad. Hey, the SimCity subreddit was good until the game came out, and then it just turned to crap because everybody kind of subscribed to it. So I think it went from like 7,000 people. I think it's close to 20,000 now. So basically, everything that used to be there is now just hyped with, of course, the launch of the game. So my deficit's going down slowly. So that's good. I just hate seeing all this empty grass here. Like, you should find a way to like fill it up with like a concrete sidewalk. Like right here, I'd love to put like a, you know, fill it in with some marble tiles and maybe like a picnic bench and a water fountain or something. But you can't really do that. Sometimes there's some really thin parks and stuff you can put in, like this, but it's still too wide for these little infill projects. It just makes it look, you know, that much more unrealistic, when it could be made a lot easier. No, you can't. It's too small. At the most, maybe I could plop a couple trees there. Nope, can't even plop trees. There's not enough room here for a couple trees. I'm clicking and clicking away. Just with the amount of parks you need, like, you basically dedicate half your city to parks. Getting a lot of traffic problems too, despite the grid. But there's problems because it's not really a full grid because I had to expand this this coal mine. So this used to be like a full grid here, but unfortunately this is where the coal is, and I upgraded the mine. So it's extracting the coal, which is located in this kind of circle. And there's some more coal over here. So just those gaps in the grid is creating a big traffic problem in this part of the city. I haven't seen traffic accidents in this city in this game. They happened all the time in SimCity 4. So here's another building. I'm sure it'll contribute to my tax troubles. Excuse me. And here's like an example of the park. I don't know why I put that there. I should really put it at the edge. But even just a little park like this costs $240 a month to run. So parks are pretty expensive. Here's another vacant building, a couple more buildings under construction. So hopefully that'll help out my money woes. I can also turn off some buildings. I can cut services instead of raising taxes or taking out bonds. But I'm telling you, this amphitheater does a lot in terms of increasing land value. If I turned on the land value chart, where is that? Residential land value. Like these are like the nicest areas. So like this area between the amphitheater and the what is this? The fountain park is really nice. And of course, nobody wants to live next to a coal mine, which has to be in the middle of a city. Or yeah, like I told you, the streetcar terminals are pretty bad. Oh crap! Well, this is the first time this has happened to me since the full game came out. Happened to me in the development beta, but this basically shows you what happens when you reach 0. So in SimCity 4, if you ran a $100,000 deficit, you got kicked out. Whereas here, your city goes broke, and you have to do something to mitigate that. So I think for now, I'm just going to take out a small bond, just until I get my financial house back in order. Because I guess I could increase the rich, the taxes on them a little bit, and then just take out a $50,000 bond and see how that goes. So I think I'll try that for now. You see how my power generation is going. Yeah, the excess has gone up a lot, so that's good. So many coal generators, just for one city too. Well, it really depends what kind of region you're going for. Like the international airport is really good for commerce, but I think the space center is good for high-tech industry. And this is the polluted ground. It looks kind of like dirt. Don't like that our workers aren't very skilled. I do have a college in this town, but not a university. I do have a university in the region, though. My college is at basically max capacity. I can build one more, so I think I'll just do that now. That way there's a little bit of land here for something to develop. But it doesn't take up the full land, unfortunately. I don't have a... I have a municipal airport. And it looks like crap from above. Like, that's the international airport. I'm sorry, the municipal airport. It did not plop as I intended. This is what happens if you run out of runway. You'll hit a wall. This is here to boost tourism and commerce and stuff. And it looks somewhat realistic before because this whole side here wasn't that developed, so you could have like a plane come and land, but now there's some buildings here. But at least I have the streetcar depots over here now. 65-minute wait now for the streetcars, despite being maxed out. My deficit is getting bad. I must increase taxes now. There's no way out. There we go. 11% tax, at least for a time. Yeah, there are no taxiways. I have a freight terminal, but I turned it off because it costs money to run, and it wasn't getting used. Because my industry is located near the highway. I can probably turn these off a bit. I have a lot of passenger terminals. So basically I'll just keep the main one and this one open. So I can work with a $3,000 deficit. Also, these poor guys here live here. There's a coal mine on one side, an ore mine in their backyard, and they're facing an airport. So how would you like to live here? Also, this guy is gigantic. What's his name? Aiden Bolton? Every like sim or something in this game has something to do with the developers or people who kind of worked on the game. I haven't seen a Hell Jackie anything, but I think they were only using real people's names, so there might be like there's like Ocean's Donuts or something because Ocean Quigley made the game. And of course this ground here is polluted too. This area isn't so healthy, that's what they're saying. And then this is my high school. It's stacked on top because that was the best way to make use of the space. One thing I noticed too is that the attendance at my high school has gone down. Like it only taught 1,000 people yesterday since I built the college. So it's like as soon as you graduate elementary school, you can go straight to college. No high school required. You can create like city-specific zones, I guess, if you want. Like you could have like a bedroom community that is mostly residents and one that is mostly workers, but your Sims will still demand some services in your city, like they want like a place like a grocery shop or something like that. So you can get away with it to a certain extent, I learned. About halfway done upgrading the trade headquarters. That's kind of nice. I think I'll take a little screenshot there. Well, take the screenshot. You have to press C for a screenshot. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, you can spread the word if you want. I like how the game's starting to run a little bit more smooth, but that's still no excuse. I want cheetah speed. Cheetah speed's been around since SimCity Classic? There were different speeds in the original game. I was thinking 2000, but as I gave it a little bit more thought, yeah, SimCity Classic had different speeds. They weren't represented by like a play button though. It was represented by like a guy running. So like it was like if he was walking, it was slow, and if he was like sprinting, it was fast. Hey, thanks for compliment.